Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are playing, well, actually we're not playing anything, we're doing a TDS tier list. So this is something very original, and I thought since I play TDS a bunch, I should do this. Now, keep in mind there will be towers I will not be ranking, because I have not used them, mainly like limited time avenge towers, etc. But I own most of the towers in the game, so, and even a few that I don't own, I can still rank, I think. So let's get into this. So, starting off, we have Scout. Scout got buffed recently, and so, hang on, let's actually look at our tiers. We have S tier, which are like the best of the best. A tier, which is like okay, but they're slightly outclassed by the S tier. B tier, which is just good. C tier, where like very situational, and F tier, just like don't use them. The Scout is probably top, not exactly. I don't know, it's really in between bottom of A tier or top of B tier. Because the Scout got a buff in, especially like Golden Scout, which is actually another tower. So I'm going to put it top of B tier. Scout is a very average tower. I mean, it's the starter tower of the game. They don't want it to be OP, but at the same time, they want it to be good. Now, right behind it, I'm going to put Sniper. Sniper has gotten buffs recently, but it's still heavily outclassed by its like Mortar and Ranger and just towers that do its thing better. So next up we have Paintballer. People still use Paintballer in some random challenges I did just so I'd play the game. I use Paintballer. He's not bad, but he's not good by any means. I mean, you can probably get farther using Scout and Sniper than you could using Paintballer. Anyway, moving on, we have Soldier. Soldier is definitely A tier. Soldier is a good tower, but is still outclassed by towers like Matilda, etc. So, anyway, moving on, we have Demo Man. Demo Man, I'll put him B tier. Demo Man's a good starter, beginning tower, but he's not a late game tower, so you won't see him doing too much damage late game unless you're specifically spamming Demo Man, which I heavily doubt you won't. Freezer, his ability to load defense is nice, but even then, even people like Pyromancer who just got a buff can do that, so I wouldn't recommend using this tower. You could argue it could be a C tier tower, but I don't think so. But there definitely are strategies we can use it. So now we have Matilda. Matilda's in a very weird spot because Matilda, again, like Fallen King, Molten Boss, isn't that good, but against everything else is great. So I'm gonna put Matilda bottom of S tier. Alright, so hang on, next is Farm. Farm's obviously S tier. You need Farm. So Pyro. Pyro got buffed recently, and while its non-golden form isn't super good, it's better than it was. It still speeds up enemies, but it can actually solo for a decent amount of time. Next is Commander. Commander got nerfed, so he doesn't have as good of a buff, but it's still decent enough to keep. Next up, Aviator. Aviator is mainly used in hardcore, etc. So Aviator is not bad, but Aviator is just, it's outclassed by other towers easily. The only good thing about it is it can see flying units, but even then, even towers like Hunter can do that. Where's Hunter? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna do Rocketeer real quick. Rocketeer, F tier. Trash. Needs a rework desperately. Medic. Medic doesn't do a lot of damage, but that healing is just amazing. Plus the max level buff where you can just unstun your towers. Especially with like the Ducky event right now going on. Medic is definitely probably top of A tier. I know I said to put Soldier there, but slightly outclassed. I can't tell what tower this is. I cannot tell. Oh, it's Shotgunner. Can barely see that shotgun. Alright, so Shotgunner got a rework recently, and he can be used for speedrunning. So, but still isn't like S tier by any means. I mean, if you have like Gladiator, it'd definitely be better to use Gladiator for speedrunning, but you can use Shotgunner and he will do very well against lined up enemies. So I'm going to put him top of B tier. Electroshocker, C tier, just not good. I mean, certain situation his stun is nice, but other than that, no. Minigunner. Minigunner's used in so many strategies, so I'd definitely say S tier. Well, yeah, there's better towers like Accelerator, but that requires you to grind hardcore mode. Most likely you'll be using Minigunner in hardcore mode, so... DJ. DJ is definitely a very underrated tower. I don't see a lot of people running it other than in like the Ducky event. I know a lot of people run it, but yeah, the fact that it can decrease the price for making spamming much easier is just amazing. So definitely top of A tier. It could be better, but it's good for now. Anyway, wait, can I? There, I'm just gonna add a new row real quick. This is the unranked. These are the ones I'm just not gonna rank because I don't know enough about. Anyway, next military base. Military base, its biggest con is the fact it costs so much at max level. Because don't get me wrong, max level does a bunch of damage, but still, it just doesn't. It costs 25,000, which by then you might as well just get a maxed ranger. So, I would say military base definitely probably above. I put it behind commander. Ranger. This is definitely S tier up there. Ranger is used so much because it's just sniper, but does a bazillion times more damage. Crook Boss. Crook Boss would probably be another S tier, but I'm going to put it bottom A tier. It isn't as used as much, but it's still a very good tower, especially its golden form, but we'll get to that later. Accelerator. Accelerator is definitely S tier, but the fact that you have to grind for it is the bad thing. I'll also put Engineer up there as well. Both the hardcore towers are very good. Turret. Turret is a very underrated high damage tower, which I learned when I did some of my random challenges. So I highly recommend you just like put your towers in a randomizer and do some random challenges. It helps you appreciate how good some of these towers are. So it's nowhere near Minigunner. Minigunner is definitely better, but it's probably down here by like Crook Boss is what I'd say. Alright, Mortar. Mortar is highly underrated. The fact that it can defend the first few waves while costing a minimal amount, in my opinion, is great. It's great for soloing. I'm going to put it top of B tier. I mean, it definitely could be better, but it's in a good spot, I think. Cowboy. I am not going to rank Cowboy because I have not used Cowboy. I know Cowboy is probably up here in like A tier, but I have not used Cowboy, so I'm going to put him in the unranked. Pursuit. I have used Pursuit because I'm a level 100 plus, so, alright. Pursuit is very underrated. Alright, its DPS is nothing like Minigunner or Accelerator, but it's basically just a better aviator, in my opinion. So, where should I put this? I'll just put it like right here in the middle of A tier. Alright, don't know who this person is. Wait, I think that's Slasher. Slasher is very good, but I've not used him. Gladiator is great for speedrunning, so we're just going to put him up here even though I haven't used him. Commando, I know he's good, I just haven't used him. Neither have I used you or you. I know Cryo Soldier, whatever the heck his name is, got a rework. Hunter. Hunter is just a better sniper, in my opinion. You can place him on the ground so you're not limited by cliffs. Plus, he can still shoot flying units for a relatively cheap price. So, Hunter's definitely the top of B tier. Haven't used Archer. I've used Sentry, but Sentry's no longer in the game. You get spawned by Engineer. And I think that's War Machine. Sorry, Mecha Base. I'm not sure. I'm just going to put that there along with War Machine. These are admin towers. Now we're on to the Golden Towers. Now, I have not used any of these. I'm saving for my first one still. Sorry about that. Anyway, so Sledger. Sledger is right here. I mean, he's basically a worse gladiator, but that freezing capability and doing 2 times damage is great. Toxic Gunner. I'm not going to rank these. So Golden Pyro got a buff. I haven't used these, so I'm just going to put... Most of Golden Towers are basically just S tier. I mean, the fact that they're the most expensive things in the game, even Golden Scout is definitely S tier. So I'm just going to put I haven't specifically used them, so I can't give the most informed opinion ever, but most likely they're all S tier. I'll even put Golden Cowboy up there. So yeah, this is my ranking for the current kind of meta in whatever this update is. So tomorrow, not tomorrow, but the 27th, the Ducky event ends, and yeah, so let's just go over this again. In the unranked, we have Cowboy, whoever you are, just basically all these towers. I don't know all the names. In the F tier, we have Rocketeer and Freezer. C tier, we have Electroshocker and Paintballer. In B tier, we have Demo Man, Sniper, Scout, Shotgunner, Mortar, and Hunter. In A tier, which is where most of the towers are, is we have... Actually, no, I take that back. Well, you have the Golden Towers, but those kind of just... I don't want to say reskins, but they are reskins. So, yeah, we have Pyro, Aviator, Military Base, Commander, Soldier, etc. So, yeah, and then of course we have the Golden Towers. So Matilda is definitely really underrated, I feel, along with some of the other towers like Pursuit, Medic, definitely Turret, even Aviator probably. So, yeah, let me know what y'all want to see next. And I guess I'll be seeing y'all next time. Peace on out.